Today I'm going to show you how to configure your Linkstation to be able to work with the BitTorrent service that we have built into our devices. The first thing you want to do is open up your web UI and log into your Linkstation. I am going to go ahead and create a new share to which I will direct all of my torrents to be downloaded. You can use the standard share if you already have one built. You can associate it with that share, but I'll go ahead and just show how to quickly create a share, and we'll use that one for these purposes. I'm going to actually turn the recycle bin off as it is not necessary on there. I'm going to leave the Windows and Apple configuration so that way you can still get to your share and be able to manage the files, transfer them, and do as you need manually. And then I'm going to save this. You don't have to add any other features in here. There's no enabling BitTorrent in this section. After this completes, we're going to go over to the extensions area, and that's where we'll have our services such as BitTorrent. So I'm going to go into our BitTorrent and modify this. I'm going to enable the service as well as select which share I want it to go to. So I'm going to set it as BitTorrent and save. Now that that's complete, you'll notice that the Open Download Manager is now available. So I'm going to go ahead and click that button. It'll open a new tab. The username is default admin with the default password as blank. There's no default password set. As soon as you get in, you'll notice here that we have our uTorrent Download Manager. The first thing I want to do is get a torrent loaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab real quick and download the CentOS release. So CentOS always keeps a torrent available for you to download their releases. And I'll go back and I'm going to click the Add Torrent, which you can use a torrent file. If you've pre-downloaded a .torrent file, you can upload it here just browsing to the .torrent file. I'm going to go ahead and just enter the URL that I just copied and hit OK. That's going to inject that URL. It's going to download that .torrent file to my TerraStation, and then it's going to queue it up right here. There it goes. You'll notice it just took a few seconds to download that file. It's going to go grab the links and start downloading the torrent just as I want it to. There's also, you'll notice, a gearbox for your preferences. This is where you're going to set your password. You can go into here and set your bandwidth limitations. If you want to set it to allow a certain amount of connections, your upload, download, just your standard torrent features. This is where you're going to be handling that. You can also go into the area to be able to set a username and password. So the username is admin. You could set a password in here if you want one, so that way you can access it and not have anybody be able to manage the torrents or see what you're getting at. So I'm going to hit cancel on that, and I'm going to remove this torrent now. And so you could stop it, you can cancel it. I'm actually going to stop it and then delete it. And yes, I'd like to delete all of the associated data. The last thing that I'm going to show you is how you can go onto your share, so you can directly navigate to your system. I'm going to do so up here. Get rid of that. Go to my NAS. You'll notice I have the BitTorrent share that I created. And inside here is where you have your torrent files, which is the downloaded .torrent files. And so I restarted this up. Let me just cancel that. And you'll notice here that the .torrent file is going to be removed, as well as any of my active torrent data. So if I go in here and add the torrent back, let's go get it queued up again. Again, it's going to download the .torrent file. It's going to place that file in the torrent files area, and then it would actively download the torrent data, the ISOs, and so forth that CentOS has available from the torrent. So that is how you configure your BitTorrent management on the Linkstation. Just let us know if you need any help.